This is third down. They bring in the extra tight end. Wilson's going to take the snap from the shotgun. 2 hands on the football and has the catch.
The Seahawks put themselves in a terrible situation. 3rd and long, but you know what? They got a lot of talent on the offensive side, and that was an awesome job of picking up that first down.
First and 10. Lynch breaks out of the tackle, and they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Second down and 7. Gets it again. Walker's all over that offense and brings him down.
The Broncos defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop the runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff. Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Going deep. And he makes the catch. No, the ball comes out. The ball is knocked out of his hands. The Seahawks not punting. Going to go for it on 4th down. The Broncos come out in a dime package. Wilson standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Graham's got the catch and the first. No one's going to get him now. Touchdown! And that's a nice recovery after falling behind early. Tying the game here just midway through the first quarter.
You know, Jim, when you fall behind early in football games, it can be a little unsettling because you go, oh, no, here we go. We're always behind. But, hey, that touchdown, that's going to change their frame of mind and emotionally going to lift them up, should help their play.
Driving extra point is good. The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. Sanders is going to test the coverage this time. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19.
The Broncos getting set to take over again on offense. They'll be trying to pick it up right where they left off with their last drive that ended in a touchdown.
Yeah, they're throwing the football well. And I'll tell you, I've been covering this game a long time. There's still nothing prettier than seeing a quarterback drop back and throw a perfect spiral down the field and watching guys catch it. That was a work of art the last drive.
Anderson's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Incomplete. Chancellor was in the vicinity. As we get a look at the defensive starters, these linebackers will be counted on today to make plays in the running and passing games. Second down after the incompletion. Owen Daniels makes the catch. It's Earl Thomas who makes the tackle.
When you play this cover 3 defense, just kind of sit back there and try not to give up the big play. That is great. The problem is you give up all these short plays. How about that throw by the quarterback on that slant pattern that time?
And it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down. The give. Anderson's taken down at the 49. Third and 6. Incomplete. The hit jarred the ball loose.
Daniels really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
Manning going to take it from the gun. C.J. Anderson with the catch. The Seahawks offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for him. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out. They got it done.
First down at the 47. Tackle down at the 47. That'll be 2nd and 4 after the running play.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line. Look at the signals. The D-line is all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
The Seahawks will take the snap from the 45. Ward that time in on the tackle. Timeouts called, and we're going to step aside. Be back in just a moment. Set up now at the 36. The Seahawks at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. First down and 10. Set up screen. Has his man. Keeps his legs moving. Brought down by Ware. Back here to start quarter 2. We are deadlocked right now in a game that has seen its fair share of defense.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to watch, isn't it? I love defenses when they come out and they just establish the line of scrimmage and beat the offense up. That's what we've seen so far, and I think it's going to continue.
Coming up, 2nd down. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Wilson from the shotgun. The Seahawks are in the end zone for the touchdown. They've got the lead here early in the second quarter. A good development for them in this game.
Yeah, nice. You know, they learned something in that first quarter. They took that knowledge and they put it to good use, and they found a way to get down there and score a touchdown. That was a nice job by the offense.
He made it. The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. Sanders is going to run this one out. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Broncos come to the line in a tight game here in the second quarter. The score's 14-7. The Broncos from the 22. And the reception by Anderson. Thomas has got it on the screen. On his way. The 30, the 20, the 10, and in for the touchdown. The second quarter just barely underway, and they've erased the deficit and tied things with that touchdown.
Yeah, Jim, this kind of reminds me of a chess match. A good job going out there tying things up. Now we'll see the strategy from the other team.
The Broncos have erased the deficit and can tie it right here. And the point after is good. The Seahawks are in shape now to return the kick. Thomas is running this one out. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Seahawks come out for the next possession, having reached the end zone on each of their two previous drives.
Yeah, it's been good stuff to watch, no doubt. You know, the offensive side, the offensive coordinator is right in tune with the quarterback. They're calling exactly the plays that they need to be called because of the situations, and the quarterback has been hot throwing the football.
The Broncos will come out in the dime. The Seahawks are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback, trying to fight through right up the middle of the field. After running it, it's second down. Handoff made.
Lynch is a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
First and 10. Wilson keeps it. Gets it out for the completion. Picks up maybe 3. The Seahawks are tied up right now, and part of what's been working for them is the passing game. Wilson's play has been spectacular.
Boy, spectacular. That's right. That is the word for it. He's throwing the football well. He does have good wide receivers. And how about the offensive line? Let's give them a lot of credit. They are doing a fantastic job.
He'll throw it over the middle, and it's batted down.
Somebody's got to get open. My gosh. The quarterback had all day long to throw it. Great job by the offensive line. Nobody to throw it to, so it's incomplete.
Third down on the way. Third and 7. Jimmy Graham has the catch. Gonna take it home for the touchdown. And with that trip to the end zone, they're out in front here midway through the second quarter.
Ah, what a good feeling. You know what they want? They just want to, they would love to get in at halftime and still have the lead because it just gives you confidence. It makes you feel good, and you can enjoy that cold drink at halftime.
Stephen Hauschka ready for the kickoff. And Williams is going to test the coverage here. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line.
The Broncos ready to get this drive started. The last time they had it, Phil, it was a touchdown, and they got all the way to the end zone mainly through the air.
Yeah, they did it through the air. They got good protection. You know, we love what the quarterback is doing, but how about the wide receivers and everybody coming?
Ball is out. Recovery by the offense. Tackles made.
Well, the head coach has got to be looking at the guy fumbling and says, man, maybe I better take him out. When you make that kind of mistake, you're very lucky to get away with it by recovering your own fumble inside your own 20. They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
And Daniels is tackled down after a gain of 12. 3rd down and 8. He reaches up and grabs it. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Anderson's ready to run off the screen. And Irvin's the one who made the big stop. Second and long. Manning finds Thomas. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. Coming to the line at the 46. Manning's alone in the backfield. Now 1st and 10. Quick screen to Thomas. Chancellor's all over the ball carrier.
You know, you go to the hurry-up offense so you can get a high number of plays in, but also you don't want to use the timeout.
2nd and 12. Sanders got it, and a first. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. 1st down at the 31. Anderson's got it. Screen play. Breaks free. Muscles through the defender.
The best way to keep the other offense on the sidelines is just keep marching down the field and picking up those 1st downs. What a good job by the offense.
Manning's completion percentage, 80% on the day. 1st and 10. Toss play.
The Seahawks defense is so fast and so powerful. That time of the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
Loss of a couple that time. Ready to go from the 13-yard line. Manning's got it in the gun. Looking across the middle. Incomplete. Almost going in the other direction.
Good job that time by the defensive player. He reads the quarterback, gets in position down near his own end zone, knocks that pass down.
This drive now about to reach the 10th play of the series. Anderson's a receiver all the way out to the right. Peyton Manning from the shotgun. My goodness, what a hit. And the ball falls incomplete.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
The coach is going to go for it.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Intercepted. It's wide open. He's brought down.
This defensive coordinator, he is one aggressive dude. He keeps going after this offense, and finally he gets the interception inside their own 20-yard line and stops the offense from getting any points.
The Seahawks lineup, split backfield.
D-line is shifting inside. They're pinching. I think they're expecting a run up the middle.
First down at the 19. They go screen with Lynch. Lynch is tackled down at the 39. The Seahawks call a timeout here. They have 0 timeouts remaining. First down, offense readying for the snap. First down here after the completion.
When you see linebackers like this shifting, they're trying to confuse the quarterback.
The Seahawks have it at the 39. Baldwin's got it. First down. It's first down as they head to the line.
When you're trying to score some points at the end of the first half, the best way to do it when the time is against you, get in that hurry-up offense, make the defense sit back, be real careful about what they're doing. Maybe you can get some quick yards and get a chance for some points before halftime rolls around.
Wilson's going to kill the clock here, spiking the football.
Breaking huddle at the 23-yard line.
Wilson from the shotgun. Jumps high and comes down with it. The offense picks up another first down and extends this drive.
They are, Jim. They're marching down the field, and I give all the credit to the offensive line.
There's a signal from the far side. The hands are up. It is a touchdown.
Oh, you just love it as a quarterback. You get down in there, and it's first and goal. If you score, now you don't have to sweat the fact that, man, what are we going to do if it gets to third down? You don't have to worry about it. Good run, nice touchdown.
The Seahawks now lined up for the extra point. The point after try is in the books. The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. Sanders is going to make the fair catch this time. The Broncos offense back on the field, trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
And he comes down. No, the defender tips it out. The first half is complete. Larry Ridley is ready to take things over back in our studios. And you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. With this kick, the second half is underway. Thomas going to start his return. Runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Seahawks offense takes the field. Let's see if this momentum can carry over from the first half, because they have been brilliant to this point, partner.
Yeah, a lot of things change in that locker room at halftime. You know, you might feel good about what you've done. Of course, you've got to realize the defense might be upset and is willing to come out here and take more chances in the second half.
They get set quickly, ready for another snap. Second and short. Lynch looking for a lane. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
That's what you want to do. Get a first down while you're on top and keep that clock moving and just controlling the football game. Good job by the offense managing things so far here today.
A foot race to the end zone. Talib's going to make the tackle.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
Now the offense in their hurry up. First and goal from the 10. Got drilled as he throws it.
There are a lot of ways to attack cover, too. You can go deep down the middle where neither the safeties are, or if a linebacker covers somebody deep down the middle, then throw it short underneath the defense.
The Broncos lined up in the nickel. Second and goal from the 10. And he's forced to the ground.
How about the defense on that play? They were not fooled. They see the pass coming. They get the penetration. They get to the quarterback quick. And that's a big sack down near the goal line. Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Third and long. He's able to come down with it. What a catch. One-handed. The Seahawks call timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining. The offense still on the field here on 4th down, needing 4 to stay on the field. Wilson's back in shotgun formation. The Seahawks turned the ball over on downs.
The Seahawks decided to go for it on 4th down that time, and hey, it didn't pay off. And of course, the coach, look at him now. He is second-guessing his decision.
The Broncos offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half. Well, when your team is behind, what do? Just come out there and get a first down. That's a nice job by the offense.
Wasting no time now for this next play. Throws the pass. Looks but can't connect on the short throw. And now they'll try over again on 2nd down. Manning's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Makes the reception. And that's a gain of 9. The Broncos still trail, but as we look at the passing numbers, it's hard to find much fault with them. Manning's tried to keep his team in it any way he can.
Well, a couple things, Jim. You can't blame the quarterback because they're trailing. He has been outstanding here today. The offense, the offensive line, the play calling, all good.
They hurry to the line of scrimmage.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals. Thomas is one of those guys. If he drops a pass or makes a mistake on the field, he doesn't make excuses. He knows no matter what the circumstances are, if you get your hands on the football as a receiver in the NFL, everybody expects you to make the catch.
Manning out of the gun. Looking long. One-handed grab. One-handed catches, Phil, are becoming a thing of art.
Well, they practice it now, Jim. I think as they're growing up, you see them practice it out on playgrounds when they're in practice, and they come out here in the game, and they just make it happen. That is really truly an incredible one-handed catch.
The Broncos are giving ground, but if they can make a stop here inside the 10, it'll be interesting to see what happens on 4th down.
Yeah, well, listen, the offense has to find a way to score on this play here, get into the end zone, and get back into this football game. Who are they going to give it to? Running back? Or are they going to try and trick the defense and throw the football? Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's 3rd and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
3rd and goal at the 3. He'll get it again. Thomas is able to read that play and make the hit.
Games in the NFL can hinge on 3rd and short. Who can pick them up and who can stop them? How about that play that time by the defense? They stopped the 3rd and short run, and now it's 4th down.
The offense back on the field here for this 4th and 4.
Look at the defensive line shifting all down to the inside. They're pinching. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
Touchdown, and that'll close the gap in this one.
The head coach decides he wants to be the aggressor in this situation. On 4th and goal, he goes for it. Nice play call that time.
The Broncos for the point after. An extra point is good. The Broncos getting set to kick it away. Thomas going to test the coverage this time. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks on offense, you'll remember the last time they were on the field, they faced that decision in opponent's territory and opted to go for it instead of kicking the field goal.
Yeah, I would think they're pretty motivated coming back out in the field, especially since they got nothing out of that last drive. I agree with the decision to go for it on 4th down. They just need better execution from the offensive players.
Looking long, and it's incomplete.
Rams really hit hard that time. I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player. Interesting situation here for the offense. They got a lead here in the second half, but it's 3rd and long, and I always like to say, the football is in the hands of the quarterback, so he has to be smart. If he tries to force it down the field, I do not like his chances.
Third down now. Russell Wilson will take it from the gun. And Marshawn Lynch with the grab. Trevathan that time on the tackle. The Seahawks have decided now to go for it on 4th down and a short yardage situation. The Seahawks from the 32. Ward that time in on the tackle.
I don't know if I agree with that call going for it on 4th down here in the second half when you got a little lead, but the coach is confident. They go for it on 4th down. They pick it up, and that keeps the drive going.
Breaks out of the tackle. Got the first, and he's got some space. In stride, and he's home for the touchdown. And a comeback now is going to have to be a monumental one. That touchdown has them looking in pretty good shape.
Yeah, they look like they're on good shape on the offensive side, but listen, no lead is safe in this league, so you got to be alert. Be alert for trick plays and things that you haven't seen yet.
Steven Hauschka ready for the kickoff. Sanders taking a knee here, so the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Broncos offense coming back onto the field.
After a touchdown drive the last time they had it, and they certainly attacked that secondary and got there via the pass.
Well, Jim, let me ask you this. How would you like to be the defensive coordinator right now? Because you're over there, you don't know what's going to happen. No matter what you call, you feel like, hey, the quarterback's hot. He's probably going to beat what we're trying to do.
Anderson split out wide on the left. Manning from the gun. Wants to go deep. On target.
Receivers in the NFL now, they can get down the field and just give them a chance. That's what the quarterback did. Nice catch by the receiver.
They're going to the hurry. First down and 10. And that's Chancellor, who almost came away with a pick. Second and 10 coming up. Press coverage all the way.
I'm under. Right. 120.
Second and 10. Heaving it down the field. The ball is taken out of his hands.
Well, I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a third and long situation for the offense to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
Third down and 10. Fowler's going to pull in the bullet pass. No huddle time. The defense gets the sack.
Well, if I was that quarterback, I'd be mad after getting sacked like that by the defensive end. Your offensive tackle's just got to do a better job.
The Broncos have it at the 29. Peyton Manning looking down the field. The Broncos have the football as the fourth quarter gets started. It'll be third down. The Seahawks defense lined up going with the 46 defense. The final quarter underway now with this snap. Thomas has got the catch and the first.
Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
Anderson's going to secure the handoff. The Broncos are driving toward the end zone, and they need to come away with 7 right now.
Oh, absolutely. They need 7 to get back into this football game and make this game closer. Once you get inside the 10-yard line, of course, the field is very small. You got to come up with something different. Can they do it this time?
Breaking huddle at the 6. Third and goal from the 6.
Scans the field. Takes the hit and throws. Going for it on fourth down. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Drop back, shotgun formation. The Broncos turn the ball over on downs.
Good job by the defense that time. Fourth down, they were ready for everything. Very aggressive, fast. They make the play, and this could change the game around.
This will be the 11th play of the drive.
Jim, I think this is a blitz. Look how close everybody is to the line of scrimmage.
First and 10. Here's the handoff to Marshawn Lynch. Second down, tough field position here. The Seahawks step up to the line, employing now their jumbo package. Outside now on the toss. The Seahawks are going to call a timeout. Want to talk about this third down. Third down and trying to get out of here with their lives. Wilson standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Ball's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Looks like we'll go 3 and out on this series. And it'll be Ryan back to punt. Sanders has got it now. He's brought down at the 25-yard line.
The Broncos know there's 3 parts to every football game: offense, defense, and special teams. What a play for the special teams here. Good punt return, good blocking. They get it done.
Anderson's out wide on the left. Manning's going to take it from the gun. Fowler's there to make the tackle.
Earl Thomas is a great center fielder. When you have speed and football instincts, and he has both, a lot of both, that time it helps him get the interception. Look at the defensive line. Everybody's shifting to their left.
Looking to go deep. And they can't connect.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
Second and 10 coming up.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Finds Graham. And now they're in their hurry up. Time's running out on this one, midway through the fourth. And that's a gain of maybe 5. The Seahawks have created chances for themselves in the passing attack today. Wilson's been unstoppable so far.
He has been unstoppable, hasn't he? When your quarterback is hot, keep giving the football to him. They've done it, and he has rewarded the coaches.
They're in the hurry-up mode. Now 1st and 10. Lynch has got it on the handoff. Trevathan that time on the tackle. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Seahawks have it at the 44. And he hauls it in. 2 minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On On the way, third down. Wilson from the shotgun. On the money.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, the quarterback had time. He throws it down the field for another completion.
Wilson's now completed 4 in a row.
Look at that. The defensive line, now they're all spreading out.
Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score. Oh, you see the linebackers moving around. I think they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
Wilson's got it in the gun. Finds his mark. And that's a 2-yard gain.
The Seahawks offense, they go with the pass down here in the red zone. They throw the ball and it's completed, but it doesn't fool the defense. It gets very little yardage.
Wilson's completion percentage 70% on the day. Timeout won't be used here. They'll go to the hurry. Look at Derek Wolfe with the sack.
There's a couple ways to get to the quarterback. Run over the tackle or run around him. It doesn't matter as long as you get the sack.
3rd and forever. Knocked down as he fires it. They bring back out the offense to go for it. They'll go for it on 4th down, late stages.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Wilson from the shotgun. The Seahawks turned the ball over on downs. The Seahawks were putting together quite a drive, but they don't finish it off, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, it's disheartening. Anytime you do this, you have a good offensive series, then you don't convert in a most crucial situation. Depressing. Go to the sideline, try to correct it.
1st down. Pressure on every snap now. Underneath, but can't find a mark that time as the pass goes incomplete.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
Every play is huge now. 2nd down on the way. Peyton Manning from the shotgun. Launching it deep. Snatches it with one hand. Now on 1st down. Every snap crucial the rest of the way.
Good job of hurrying up and getting on that football and trying to get the play off. Don't use the timeout here. Good clock management. Snap that football.
The defender able to knock it away.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
The Broncos have it at the 44. Manning uncorks a long pass. That's his first reception today. Phil, before we go, how about this win? How much will this one count?
You know, Jim, all wins are nice. This one was done easy. You didn't have to sweat too much over it. You feel good, and you just enjoy the next couple of days.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nance saying so long.